Good morning, Culers. It is time to wake up and Barca. Live Barcelona news coming at you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the latest moves on the transfer market, how it actually impacts Lewandowski getting to Barcelona. We'll talk about if there's any movement on Barcelona's attempt to bring in some new talent. We might be looking at a backup from Bernardo Silva, another player over at Man City. So we'll take a look at those details. What else? Apparently, Barcelona going to be pulling some financial levers here on Thursday. So we're going to take a look at what those details are, how it's going to impact the rest of the summer transfers. That's all happening on today's episode of Wake Up in Barca. Good morning to you all. And if you are just finding us for the first time as I get a random hair out of my Americano, what we do here on Wake Up in Barca is we have a little bit of caffeine, we have some conversation, we go over the news coming out of the Camp Nou, and we start our day in a positive way here with our fellow Culers from around the world. We support... Guess one of those hairs got in my throat. We support the badge, we support each other. That's what we do here on the channel. Again, if you are just finding us for the very first time, welcome to the Undefeated community. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when we're live, which is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, plus all the Barcelona matches when we are in season. That's what you get here on the Undefeated channel. In today's episode, like I said, transfer updates, financial lever conversation, and whatever else comes up. All right, that's happening right here live. Let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, good morning to you all. Let's start off by jumping over to the Twitterverse, and we'll see what... Oh, hang on. Before I do this, intro off. You almost got me, but we're going with it, folks. 2 days in a row, the streak is alive. No mistakes on the intro, camera, microphone, free of problems and errors. It's a little warm, so I'm going to turn my fan on. We did it, folks. We're making it happen. Good morning. I said we're going to jump over to Twitter, and we are. I think I'm going to say my good mornings first. And let me start with this question to the group, okay? We've done 3 years on this channel. We are now 1 year into Wake Up in Barca, and I think we've done over 100 episodes. I think we have. I digress. The robe, my friends. It is a staple here on the Undefeated channel. It is, of course, part of the identity of Wake Up in Barca. But as you can tell, this is not a summer robe. This is very much a winter, a fall, a early spring on a cool morning type of robe. It's thick, it's warm. I love it, but it's getting hot outside, folks. Getting real warm. Having to kick this fan on a little too often. And sometimes I got to take the robe off just because it's too warm. So I'm on the hunt. I'm on the search for a new robe. Not to replace this one, but to be the summer, the warm weather robe of the Undefeated channel to grace this body here. So if you got an idea, send it to me on Instagram or on Twitter, or you can send it to me on TikTok if you want to DM me on there. But you can find me down at the bottom at the Undefeated Mustache John on Instagram, at the Undefeated MJ on TikTok and Twitter. Find me a new robe, folks. It's got to be warm weather appropriate so that we can start getting some seasonal robes in here. All right? Just saying. So if you have that robe in mind, if you are out there watching this and you work at a clothing place, or maybe you make robes. I don't know. Are there people who just make robes? Maybe that's you. Send me your ideas. Let me know what you got. Just saying. All right. Let's see who we got in the chat this morning hanging out with us. Levi's back in the house. Good, sir. I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm glad to hear from you. Glad you're doing well. How's life been? Let me know how you've been doing, my man. While I have some coffee and try to get rid of these stutters that I have. That's nice. What else? Before we get into things, made some more adjustments on the microphone. I know I'm still a little bit congested from getting the illness, but I am working my way back to a regular voice. Made some adjustments on the microphone. Are we sounding clear? We sounding good? Everybody enjoying what they're hearing in the headphones? Who else we got in here? Chris E, good morning, sir. Felipe, good morning. We got Kudis, the stash commander. Good morning, sir. Harsh Fadan, good mornings to you. It's Ovi. All right, right on. You guys get me sometimes when you change your names up or go on to different accounts, but glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Felipe says like a Hugh Hefner style one. Yeah, something more like that. Something real casual, something sleek, something that breathes a little bit. You know what I mean? Because this is thick. It's hot. It's wonderful for the wintertime. It's cozy. It's like it's giving you a hug, but got to go with something a little bit lighter. Anyway, speaking of lighter, and again, good morning to you all. If you haven't participated in the chat yet, let me jump back over here. If you haven't, I'm going to invite you to do so. It's good conversation here. It's a good way to meet some fellow Culers from around the world. I myself have had the opportunity to meet folks in countries that I never would have connected with if not for this channel. And I know that there's people in the chat that have the same story. So welcome all Culers from around the world and the non-Culers that are out there watching. I know there's a few of you with us as well. So good morning to all of you from around the world. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I don't want to. This has nothing to do with Barcelona, but Mason Greenwood is trending on Twitter. Hit like if you're happy Mason Greenwood is back. Johnny Depp's case was an eye-opener we shouldn't ignore. Uh-oh. What? Breaking, Mason Greenwood will join the Man United squad after their preseason against Liverpool. What did I miss? Has he been exonerated? Let's see if we can get an official account here. Breaking news, Mason Greenwood has been relieved from all charges leveled against him. He will join Manchester United squad for their preseason tour and match against Liverpool. What? Okay, somebody point me in the right direction here. Where can we get some details? I want a blue check mark with an explanation of what is going on. Because if you heard the videos, or heard the audio, I should say. If you heard the video, idiot, John, say words. If you heard the audio of the accusations towards Mason Greenwood, it was pretty brutal. I'm still looking for a good source here to explain what is going on. Let me turn to the chat, see if anybody knows anything here. Levi, glad to hear you are doing well, sir. Maxime says, am I the only one who thinks that Silva de Jong swap reminds us a lot of Arthur and Pjanic? I digress. We will get to that comment. Why am I putting this weird accent on words right now? It's like I can't speak correctly. I think I've still got some brain fog going on. Anyway, Maxime, we're going to get to that comment in a second because I love where your head's at with that. But Louis, my goodness, Levi, your name's messing me up. Levi says, why hasn't Sky Sports reported on this or even BBC? That's what I'm nervous. I'm nervous that this is just people who want to look the other way for Greenwood. I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm not seeing any blue checks with this news. Like you said, no Sky Sports, no BR Football. You think they would be all over this. Oh, nope, that was a blue heart, not a blue check. Got me on that one. I mean, he's trending. Clearly, lots of people are talking about it. This is wild to me. I thought he was 100% done. Let's see what this person has to say. All that were against the little Mason Greenwood, the feminists, and all that made conclusions against him are now put to total shame, ladies and gentlemen. Mason is yet to join Manchester United again. As fans, we missed him. He's yet to run the show yet. This is... okay. Listen, maybe something will come out later on. An official statement from Manchester United, maybe? But if you're watching this on replay and something's come up, let me know down in the comments, because you know what I mean? No mention of Mason Greenwood here. Ruud van Nistelrooy, a legend. I don't know what's going on. Chris says, that's crazy. I thought it was open and shut case. Same. It seemed pretty clear what happened there, but apparently We were wrong. We were very wrong, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to wait. I'm not expressing any form of opinion about this because I don't know the details. I'm skimming through a bunch of amateur tweets, but Mason Greenwood is trending on Twitter, and all reports are saying he's been exonerated. Not sure what's going on. You know what, Sem? Fair point. Not our problem. Not our problem whatsoever. Excuse me. You know what is my problem is this phlegm that I still have. I am still coffee. I am still phlegmy. I am still a little bit congested. But here I am, folks. Here I am. It's because I love you. Let's see. Let's go to what I've liked in the past couple of hours. Here we go. We'll talk about the CVC deal. We're going to discuss that. What else? I actually want to give a shout out to Barca Buzz here. We'll see if it is. We'll see if this shows up here because they just put out something. There we go. I've called out Barca Buzz before for their clickbait, and thankfully, to their credit, they seem to have heard from not just me. I don't say it publicly outside of this channel, of course. I'm not tweeting at them or anything like that, but others I think have given them that same feedback. So a few announcements from Barca Buzz. They've stopped posting news which they feel has no credibility or there's no need to read into it. Thankfully, that's number one on the list. There's too many accounts that are just like, as long as I quote somebody else saying this, then it's not me spreading the nonsense stories. It's not me going for clickbait. I'm just quoting this other source that we know is nonsense. So good to see Barca Buzz going away from that. They also say recycling will be avoided as much as possible. I'm assuming that means like templated content, just repeating what other people are saying, because it is true. My account, I know, has this problem. When I scroll through, I'll get 3-4 things in a row, 3-4 accounts in a row saying essentially the exact same thing. None of them are giving it any sort of spin, any sort of original thought. A lot of them are just like, oh, Juan Martí said this, or who else? I don't know. He's probably the number one quoted person out there. But anyway, just want to give a shout out to Barca Buzz because I have given them some slack on this channel before for the clickbait stuff. So shout out to them for cleaning things up a little bit. Good for you guys. Good for y'all. Anyway, we're going to get to the CVC deal and others in just 1 second. But speaking of Barca Buzz, shout out to them one more time for cleaning things up. Letting us know that the Capitans, Piqué, Busquets, Jordi Alba, they're going to be taking another pay cut. Everybody took a pay cut last year. They're going to be going for another round this year. The idea is that we're supposed to be getting everybody's salary under that 10 million euro cap. Lewandowski apparently is going to be coming in around 9. Frankie de Jong right now is the only one, I think, according to what I've read, is the only one who is above that 10 million mark. So Frankie might have to get an adjustment along with these captains just to keep things alive, folks. Just to keep Barcelona in the red or in the green, keep things moving. Anyway, there is some reports. Let's see did I click on any of the Gundogan ones? I don't think I did. İlkay Gundogan. Let's see. Does he have anything up yet? I know I saw a few tweets about Gundogan. I searched for Gundogan and everything Lewandowski is coming up. What are we doing here? I'm looking for a specific tweet. Where is it? Maybe if we go... Whoops. There we go. Come on, give it to me. I gotta start liking more of the tweets that I come across. Is this it? But it has 3 options today. Man City, who hasn't signed for Barcelona. All right, it was a few days ago, but this will at least get the conversation going. We are starting to see some reports that if Barcelona can't get Bernardo Silva, that we're going to start targeting İlkay Gundogan as a replacement for Frankie de Jong. I know I'm not saying his last name the correct way. It's either Gundogan or Gundogan or whatever. It's not Gundogan, like I want to say. I know it's not that. Anyway, I digress. I would not swap Frankie for Gundogan. That is, to me, a horrible decision. I know it wouldn't be a straight swap. Frankie would go to United. We would use that funding to get Ilkay here. But for me, that's a hard no. Someone in the chat mentioned the comparison to swapping Arthur and Pjanic at Juventus. I think, listen, Gundogan and Bernardo Silva, light years ahead of Pjanic, but it would be as big of a mistake if we swapped De Jong for Ilkay. Ilkay is very specific to Man City's style of play, to wherever Pep puts him on the pitch. My goodness, say that 3 times fast. I don't think you're going to get the same results if he comes to Barcelona. Bernardo Silva is a bit different. For Bernardo Silva, listen, it'll hurt my heart if Frankie de Jong leaves, but it'll be a nice consolation prize if Bernardo Silva comes in as a replacement. We could do a lot worse in terms of creativity. He's a nice little magic man on the ball, very clever with the ball at his feet. He picks his head up. He looks for those passes. He's not really a goal scorer per se, but we might not need that. With Ansu Fati, with potentially Lewandowski coming in, with Memphis Depay, with Aubameyang, that's enough to carry the load in terms of goals there. So if we lose Frankie de Jong, which is looking less and less likely, we're going to jump over and look at this financial lever conversation that we're going to be working our way towards on Thursday. We're going to discuss those details in 1 second. But with or without that, it's looking less likely that Frankie de Jong is going to go to United, which I'm happy about. If he does go, Bernardo Silva would be probably my first option in terms of realistic, potentially available midfielders, even though they're asking, I think, like 90 million for him, 93 million euros was what I saw in recent reports. So it's by no means a Pjanic and Arthur situation. It's not that drastic, but if we drop down to Ilkay, I'll be a little bit worried about that not being on par for what we want to bring in as a Frankie de Jong replacement. We'll say that. Look at this hair. It's getting ridiculous, folks. I know I say that every episode, but if you go back to even just last summer and look at some of the clips, my hair is like only down to like my ears. It's pretty funny. Perception, folks. Perception. And this is how I keep getting hair in my caffeinated beverage. Stop playing with your hair, John. My goodness. Vipula, what's up, friend? How you been? Good to see you. Levi bringing up a good point. The Arthur Pjanic swap is the reason why Pedri got so much game time. That and injuries and just being amazing. That is accurate indeed. Okay, let's jump over. Let's take a look at some of the details around what is being called the financial levers by Barcelona here. The economic levers, I should say. So this is what we're looking at. Apparently selling 49.9% of Barca licensing and merchandising. That's going to bring us 200 mil. Step 2 is 10% of the TV rights to the CVC. That's part of the La Liga deal. So that's going to be another 270 million. Number 3 is 15% of TV rights to CVC for the Goldman Sachs. I don't understand that part. 15% of TV rights to CVC, Goldman Sachs. That gets us another 270 million. I don't understand how that works at all. Maybe somebody can break that down for me. 10% of TV rights to La Liga, 270. 15% of TV rights to Goldman Sachs, 270. Does that make sense to anybody? What is it a percentage of? And how is 10% 270 and 15% 270? The value does not line up there. Anyway, trying my best here. Just sometimes it doesn't make sense. But what we're seeing, if this is accurate, 200, 270, 270 gets us 740 million euros. That is almost 1 billion euros. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But if that works out, that's how it breaks down. We can get ourselves out of the hole. We can be back in the green. Apparently, I think I have it on here. Apparently, this is according to Javier Tebas. Barcelona can sign players. For example, if we sell a player for 100, we can spend 33% of that on new signings, as Barcelona are bound by fair play rules. So I think this gets released. I think it eases up once we put this deal into place. Once we get to Thursday and we pull those financial levers. That's my understanding anyway. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we don't have to sell Frankie de Jong, that we can get our captains and Frankie to take a pay cut. Not that a good look, but we did it last year. We'll do it again this year. So we pull the financial levers. We renegotiate some contracts. We bring in Lewandowski. I don't think we're going to be able to bring in another midfielder outside of Kessié, just given our financial constraints, even with everything that's going on with the financial levers and whatnot. I think we're still going to be going into next season with mostly the same squad. But if we can get Lewandowski, Kessié, Christensen, Marcos Alonso will be a good addition too. I know a lot of you are not excited about that. Plus a healthy Ansu Fati, a healthy Dest, a healthy Pedri. You know what I mean? No, we're not bringing in a superstar. We're not bringing in an Mbappe. We're not bringing in a Haaland, but a Lewandowski. Can't be too upset about that. Can't be too upset about that at all. So let's get a reaction. I'll turn to the chat here. Let me know what y'all think of those financial levers. Apparently, there's going to be more meetings tomorrow. Socio's got to agree to it, of course. Just scrolling through, see if there's anything else. Let's get caught up on the chat here. Kuda saying something about my soccer mom hair. Oh my goodness, didn't see that one coming. Harsh says, I think that other is to pay for the loan Barca took from Goldman Sachs. Okay, for the new stadium. Okay, that makes sense. Chris says, we owe Goldman Sachs a lot of money, so we're selling them TV rights, which they valued at $270, pay off the debt. Thank you, Chris, for that explanation. I appreciate that. Again, this is why I love this community. I don't claim to be a journalist, all right? I'm here for conversation. I'm here to connect with Culers from around the world and to connect Culers all over the world, right here on the Undefeated channel. That's what we do. I appreciate y'all having my back, providing that supplemental information whenever I can't find it online, because you guys are doing your own research. This is a great community, and collectively, we get it right. I'm not going to be right all the time. I get it wrong plenty of times. I'm late. I'm wrong quite often, but always undefeated, and that's because of you all, so I appreciate it. What else? Old stash squad assembled. Just about. We need Ayush in here. We would need Steven here. A few others. I know there's going to be some folks that come out of the woodworks. I mean, we are now, after this summer, we'll be starting our 4th seasons. We are at the end of our 3rd year on this channel. And I know that there's some people that have been here since day 1 riding it out with me. And I appreciate y'all very much. And whether you've been here since day 1 or you're just finding us now, welcome. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you supporting the channel, supporting the badge, supporting each other. That's what we do here. The Stash Squad. I love y'all. You Stupid. Speaking of regulars, You Stupid, how's it going? Hollow the Reaper is also with us. Says, can't wait until Thursday. Very good. Strikanth says, there's talk about Koulibaly. Yes, there is some talk about Koulibaly. We can actually jump over, take a look at that real quick. Koulibaly news. 14 hours ago. Is there anything sooner? We'll go Rashad Rahman, reliable resource here. Barcelona are interested in Koulibaly, but are yet to make a move to achieve his possible signing so far. Regardless, burps, 40 million is the price, and the club also have to receive the green light for the levers before they can do such deals. So, it's another one of those situations. Excuse me, got burps all of a sudden. I think Bernardo Silva, Koulibaly, Marcos Alonso, or Azpilicueta. One of those two. We're not going to get both of them. One of those two. Those 4 players, 4 or 5 players, are ones that we're going to be looking at once we pull those financial levers like we're sitting at a slot machine in Vegas. Just give me the money. Give me the money. Oh boy. Anyway, it's not that bad actually. It's not that bad. So, Lewandowski, Koulibaly, Kessié for free, Christensen for free. I would be happy about that. Bernardo Silva would really be phenomenal. I don't want to give up Frankie de Jong though. If we can get Bernardo Silva and maybe we give Man City, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what players I would give up for Bernardo Silva. We could give up a Ricky Puig. We could give up, like, if we gave up Ricky Puig and one other youngster for Pep Guardiola to play with and mold, plus a handful of cash, a big bag of cash, let's say, that might be enough to lure Bernardo Silva. But it's going to be a lot. It's going to cost a lot because Pep Guardiola is his name. Fog brain. My goodness. Pep Guardiola loves Bernardo Silva, so I don't know if we're going to be able to lure him back. But we will try. We will try quite hard. Kuda says selling TV rights is risky, could end up shorting yourself long term. Very true. But if all of La Liga is going to do it, I don't mind it. Plus, we need cash. We need some cash, you know? You Stupid says that's what Laporta was looking for at the CVC. He didn't want to sign it because of that reason. That reason stated by Kudus there earlier. Levi says, I hate doing deals with Man City. Listen, if we become a Man City farm team, if they become the sellers, we become the buyers, and it leads to us putting little cherries on top of our La Masia-based squad, I'm okay with that. I don't mind it. Gavi Jesus is one that I'm surprised we're not looking at. He apparently wants to stay in the Premier League, but, you know, he's one that I think could do well at Barcelona if given the opportunity. But I don't think we're going to see that. Anyway, folks, I think we've just about hit it for today. If you missed my short, my 30-second short connecting the dots between Liverpool signing Darwin and Barcelona trying to get Lewandowski, I'll do a quick summary here. That is available on the channel. But so Darwin goes to Liverpool, which means Liverpool will let Mane go to Bayern Munich, which means Bayern Munich will let Lewandowski come to Barcelona. If so facto, come Thursday, as long as we're pulling those financial levers, we should be good to start putting in official bids for Lewandowski, who wants to come to Barcelona. We'll be able to sign officially Kessié and Christensen because they're coming for free. We'll be able to look at Di Maria, who is becoming a more and more likely replacement at right wing for Dembele. Some people are saying that once we pull these financial levers, we're going to re-sign Dembele, yada, yada, yada. I hope that's not the case. I don't see him playing for less than 10 million per season. I said back in January, 6 to 8 million per season for Dembele. I don't see him playing for that, but who knows? Chelsea and PSG have been circling. Hopefully one of them picks him up. Whatever. That's about it, folks. That's about it. We got summer transfer rumors. They're going to be happening for months, particularly if Barcelona does get a little bit of financial wiggle room and some money to play with here. We'll see what happens. But Lewandowski is a target. Bernardo Silva is a target. I think we get those two plus the players coming in for free, Di Maria included. I think we're set. I think we are fully set. But we got to work it out, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Kudus doesn't like the choice for the Reds signing Darwin. I don't know if you're going to get a lot of people on your side on that one, Kudus. Darwin is pretty hyped right now, coming over from Benfica. Did light up Barcelona first time we played him back in Champions League way back when. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, folks. I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to get my day going. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day, but it's going to be a hot one out there. I'm going to get a walk out of the way for the dogs. Make sure that it's nice and cool on their puppy paws. Not getting too hot. What else? We'll be live Wednesday because we're live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday right here on the Undefeated channel. So we'll be live again Wednesday the day before lever pulling day. So we'll see what other information comes up. We'll see what other details we have. But one more time before you go, folks, drop a like on the video. It really does help out the channel in terms of getting the algorithm going, making sure people are finding the channel. We are continuing to grow this community. We are, like I said, wrapping up the 3rd year of this channel. We are now past the 1-year mark of this show, Wake Up in Barca. So just very excited for the direction, very excited to continue the conversation with you all. Thank you very much for starting your day with me here on the Undefeated channel. I will see you next time, folks. Wednesday, Wake Up in Barca. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.